So my memories from Creative Shock 13 was that it was a well-organised and very inspirational event. There were lots of very great ideas and social entrepreneurs pitching and proposing their ideas, and for me it was just an excellent event where there was lots of inspiration, lots of motivation, and people wanted to do things. I think the value of a competition like Creative Shock is that it puts you on a little bit of pressure and helps you think through about creative ways to come up with with solutions to social problems, and I think really it pushes you together as a team, so you can work together as a team and then present your ideas in a way that makes sense to funders and investors.
You know, at school you're often taught that, you know, business is about making profit, but nowadays it's nice if actually there's something more to that than just making profit. You make profit and then you do something good for the society, and you know, spreading the word about this is definitely a very good sign and a very good thing for the, you know, on a global level. I'm very happy to see that.
So I mean, social businesses for me are somewhere between sort of traditional for-profit business and sort of NGO charitable activities. So really what drives the business forward is a social, ethical, environmental mission. That's at the heart of the business. But behind that you've got an engine, a business that's generating profit, that's creating surpluses, that enables that business to be sustainable. So in my mind you've got the best of both worlds. You've got a social, environmental mission, but also you've got a business behind it to ensure that it's sustainable and can continue to provide impacts.
Well, I honestly think that, like, for me, this kind of competitions, they help you to understand and to actually like get to know yourself, the people that you're communicating with, that you're friends with, and they help you also to realize that there are different things happening in the world, different people, and if you think about the cases, the lectures, we get to know how social businesses work, how eco businesses work, how many different business models are there, and this kind of competitions, they help you to broaden your understanding of the world and to also get to know people from around the world. So it helps you to become interesting as a person. And it also challenges you, and it's one of the ways how to move forward and not to stand on one spot and try to develop yourself.
With Creative Shock, one of the best things about it, and I've been involved in many sort of business plan and many kind of competitions like this, is that you have a real business case, a real social business at the heart of it, where the participants come together and really try to understand what social business is about. So it's not something that's kind of made up, it's actually a real life example. And so that forces them to think about, in real terms, what are the differences that we can make in terms of actually thinking through the certain elements of the business cases. So the fact that it's built around a real case example, I think, really gives it some real good value.
In a team job, it always has its challenges, but it was also a lot about sharing the responsibilities and having different tasks. You know, one person is good at doing one thing, the other one is good at doing something else. Yanis is great at Photoshop, I'm maybe managing the team, and Victoria is awesome with PowerPoints and some financial numbers, and Sanita is great with creative and crazy ideas. So that's how you divide the tasks according to that.
Well, those sleepless nights, not sleeping for 30 hours or so, and then trying to kind of celebrate the winning of the competition, sitting in a bar and trying to stay awake. And or for example, another good memory is all the night itself, definitely. You're basically almost like a zombie, but you're still like trying to think of something new. You're going out, you see some people have fun, playing football and eating pizza, and you just have to work. And then again, you feel proud what you have done so far, and you kind of get motivated and do more and more and more. And that's how we kind of did till the very end of the deadline. And I wouldn't advise other teams to go to sleep. Even though you think you're finished, there's always more things you can do. And afterwards, you will feel very proud about what you have done. I think the fact that you had to solve the case during the night was the best part of the competition. It's really challenging. You really see how some teams go to sleep and you're just staying up all night and like working hard and just doing everything, trying to stay awake and trying to move your brain to think of new ideas and so on all the time. And it was really challenging, and that's why I love this competition.
I love this idea about the night over, when you have to like study and work on the case the whole night, because that's how it happens in real world. I mean, if you start a business, you just sit there for days and solve your problems and try to figure out how to create your business model so that it will actually work.
Well, regarding the tips how I survived the night, we used a really cool technique called power naps. We were using power naps on changing. And other fact which helped me to get along through the night was the experience I have had before already in the school, when I have had like big projects and everything, and we have done many overnights before, so it was nothing new in that sense. Basically, the power nap is a small part of your sleep. If the sleep cycle is around 1.5 hours per person, then power nap is like first 30 minutes before you go in deep sleep mode. And if you wake up after 30 minutes, you feel really refreshed, and in the first 30 minutes of the sleep, person is gaining back the energy and everything. So there's no point in sleeping more, and so once in a while taking those 30-minute power naps is like the way how you get through the night.
Well, this is, looking back at how we worked, you could see that there were some things that you could have done better. Obviously, worked harder, maybe spend less time on singing and dancing around, which you also did. But then again, if it's not fun, then you're not doing it right. So you need to have fun, and especially when it's so big pressure, you have to let go at some points, take a break, eat some pizza, drink some energy drinks, dance some stupid dances and sing some stupid songs, and then get back to work. And that's how you get things done.
In order to win, you don't have to be afraid of spending the whole night. You don't have to be afraid of spending good time a night before, because it's really important and gets your mind like kind of in display mode and creative mode, and even if you don't sleep a night before, it doesn't mean you can't win. For example, I think one of the main reasons why we won was actually that we kind of went out the night before, got to know to the city, got to know to the organizers and everything, and this environment as such, which afterwards helped us to feel like at home and we could do the best.
Divide up the tasks across the team, work out really who's best at doing what, divide up the task, have a plan, work out what you're going to do at certain times, divide those activities and make sure you stick to that plan. So that would be one of my top tips.